Big Blue, stop right now. MetLife Stadium just exploded with breaking news, and one number is already ringing in everyone's ears. 4. A draft pick from 2021 just got ranked behind a major flop. A top 7 pick is getting a second chance under a new head coach, and 18 free agents just battled in a workout that landed 2 brand new signatures. Insiders dropped the bombshells today, and here is your first payoff. That number 4? That's the 4th overall pick, Kyle Pitts, who was just ranked behind ex-Giants receiver Kadarius Toney on a national draft ranking list, proving that draft misfires happen everywhere across the league. If New York stands tall, the Eagles and Cowboys fall. Subscribe right now and let's raise the skyline together. We start with the wild draft debate that has Big Blue looking at an old disaster in a whole new light. Stay locked, because a double cliffhanger is waiting at the end. When the New York Giants drafted wide receiver Kadarius Toney with the 20th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, fans in East Rutherford expected an electric weapon capable of transforming the offense. Instead, Toney's time in New York dissolved into a complete disaster defined by injuries, inefficiency, off-field distractions, and an eventual trade to Kansas City. Since the start of 2022, Toney has recorded a meager 340 receiving yards, and he did not take a single snap in the NFL last season. He is almost universally acknowledged across the football world as one of the most egregious draft busts in recent franchise history. But a shocking new ranking published by national media analyst Mike Renner of CBS Sports has completely reopened that draft wound in a way nobody saw coming. The question echoing across Big Blue Nation today? Was Kadarius Toney actually a better first-round draft selection than Atlanta Falcons tight end Kyle Pitts? Renner evaluated and ranked all 191 first-round draft selections spanning from 2020 through 2025. In his comprehensive list, Renner placed Kadarius Toney at number 155, while ranking Kyle Pitts 4 spots lower at number 159. To understand why this evaluation sent shockwaves through the league, you have to look at the draft capital invested in both players. Pitts was selected 4th overall in 2021, hailed as a once-in-a-generation offensive unicorn who would revolutionize the tight end position. Renner argued that taking Pitts at number 4 was an objectively terrible decision because of the elite talent left on the board. The next 6 players drafted immediately after Pitts were Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Penei Sewell, J.C. Horn, Patrick Surtain II, and Devonta Smith. Every single one of those 6 players became an elite starter or perennial All-Pro at premium positions. Meanwhile, Pitts has failed to clear 1,000 receiving yards in any single season since his rookie year in 2021, despite playing 5 full seasons in the league. For a top 5 draft selection, 1,000 yards should be the absolute annual floor, regardless of who is throwing the football. Look no further than New York Jets star Garrett Wilson, who posted 3 consecutive 1,000-yard campaigns to start his career, despite dealing with a chaotic rotation of backup quarterbacks. Pitts had far superior quarterback play in Atlanta, yet the national media consistently tried to paint him as the next Travis Kelce or George Kittle when his production has not even matched former Giants tight end Jeremy Shockey. To make matters even wilder, Pitts secured a 3-year deal with $36 million in fully guaranteed money earlier this offseason, despite Atlanta failing to reach the postseason since 2017. Renner made several controversial calls on his list, including placing former Titans lineman Isaiah Wilson, who played just 4 career snaps, above Zach Wilson, but placing Toney above Pitts forced every Giants fan to pause and recalculate. Toney was a massive whiff at pick 20, but Pitts at pick 4 represented a catastrophic misuse of top 5 draft capital. Does seeing Pitts ranked lower make you feel any better about the Toney pick? Drop your thoughts in the comments below right now. And if you believe the national media gives other franchises a free pass while constantly tearing down Big Blue, smash that like button to set the record straight. But as eye-opening as that draft debate is, the next story cuts straight into training camp, where a former top 10 pick is fighting for his NFL life under a brand new head coach. On the eve of the New York Giants opening their very first training camp under new head coach John Harbaugh, an intense atmosphere has taken over the facility in West Virginia. There is not a single player walking into this 2-week gauntlet who can afford to feel comfortable about their roster spot. But if there is one specific player carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders, it is former first-round draft pick Evan Neal. When the previous front office selected Neal with the 7th overall pick in 2022, he was heralded as the team's long-awaited savior at right tackle. At Alabama, the towering 6'7" lineman was a dominant wall of power, allowing just 3 sacks across 3 full collegiate seasons. But that elite pass protection completely evaporated the moment Neal stepped onto an NFL field. Across his professional career, Neal has surrendered 11 sacks, 20 quarterback hits, and a staggering 85 total pressures to opposing pass rushers. On top of those blocking breakdowns, Neal drew 18 costly infractions that routinely killed offensive drives. The organization eventually accepted that Neal was not the answer at right tackle, handing the starting role to fan favorite Jermaine Elwemunor. The staff attempted to convert Neal to guard, a position he played earlier in his college career. However, nagging injuries completely derailed his transition, limiting him to just 44 preseason snaps at guard before veteran Greg Van Roten secured the starting right guard spot. Heading into this offseason, most league insiders assumed the Giants would cut ties with Neal entirely. Instead, John Harbaugh surprised analysts by giving Neal a genuine mulligan. Neal signed a one-year veteran minimum contract that carries zero guaranteed money, turning him into a zero-risk, high-reward experiment for the front office. Under new offensive line coach Mike Bloomgren, Neal enters training camp with an opportunity to reboot his career from scratch. He faces fierce competition in the interior offensive line room, battling alongside former Ravens guard Daniel Falele, Joshua Izudu, Jake Kubas, Lucas Patrick, Aaron Stinney, and rookie draft pick J.C. Davis. Neal could even push incumbent starter John Runyon for snaps at left guard if he showcases his signature collegiate power. His primary direct competitor appears to be Falele, who has also struggled in pass protection by surrendering over 30 pressures and 11 penalties over the past 2 seasons. The stars are aligning for Neal because Harbaugh and Bloomgren are implementing a physical, run-heavy offensive scheme. In 2024, despite his pass-blocking nightmares, Neal actually led the entire Giants unit in run-blocking efficiency. If Neal can stay healthy and refine his technical footwork under Bloomgren, his massive frame could unlock elite value on a contract that costs the team virtually nothing. Do you believe Evan Neal can earn a starting guard role under John Harbaugh, or is he destined for the practice squad? Let us know your exact prediction in the comments below. And if you trust John Harbaugh to fix this offensive line and bring back physical football to Big Blue, smash that like button right now. But while the battle in the trenches heats up in West Virginia, the front office just concluded a massive 18-player tryout that yielded 2 crucial new signings. The front office is operating with urgency as roster construction moves into overdrive. Following a high-stakes workout on Monday that brought 18 free agents into the building, the Giants officially reached terms with rookie tight end Tyler Moore to bolster offensive depth. Standing 6'6" and weighing 255 pounds, Moore brings enormous physical traits that caught the eyes of scouts during the competitive tryout session. Moore spent 5 seasons playing for Iowa State, where he registered 245 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns across his collegiate career. While those receiving numbers appear modest on paper, Moore was widely regarded by scouts as one of the single best run-blocking tight ends in the entire Big 12 Conference last season. He went undrafted and previously had an unsuccessful spring tryout with the Carolina Panthers. But Moore stayed in peak physical shape and delivered an outstanding workout for New York's decision-makers. In an offense designed by John Harbaugh that heavily emphasizes physical running and multi-tight end sets, Moore's massive frame and blocking technique give him a realistic opportunity to carve out a specialized role. But Moore was not the only athlete to earn a contract from Monday's 18-player workout. The Giants also signed veteran defensive tackle Marlon Davidson to reinforce the interior defensive line. Davidson was originally drafted in the 2nd round, 47th overall, by the Atlanta Falcons in the 2020 NFL Draft. The 28-year-old defensive lineman brings valuable veteran experience, having played 25 career games across stints with the Falcons, San Francisco 49ers, Tennessee Titans, and Houston Texans. Over his professional career, Davidson has accumulated 40 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 passes defensed, 1 fumble recovery, and a dramatic pick-6 interception returned for a touchdown. Adding Davidson gives the coaching staff a seasoned, heavy-handed defensive tackle capable of rotating in during short yardage and goal line situations. Bringing in both Moore and Davidson immediately after testing 18 free agents demonstrates that this front office will constantly overturn the bottom of the roster to maximize physical competition. Can Tyler Moore surprise analysts and make the final 53-man roster as a blocking tight end? Type your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you love seeing the front office aggressively add tough, physical talent to this locker room, hit that like button right now. But as these roster moves take shape, the overall picture for the upcoming season is coming into focus, setting the stage for a dramatic climax in training camp. 3 distinct storylines have converged at MetLife Stadium as training camp opens under John Harbaugh. The Kadarius Toney comparison serves as a reminder of past front office blunders. Evan Neal's unexpected mulligan offers a chance to redeem a top 7 draft investment, and the signings of Tyler Moore and Marlon Davidson prove that the new staff is obsessed with physical toughness. New York isn't backing down from anyone, And this franchise just sent a clear signal to the NFC East. The culture shift is real, and every single spot on this roster must be earned. If Harbaugh fixes the offensive line and establishes a dominant running attack, the Eagles and Cowboys are in for a massive reality check when they step into the Meadowlands this season. The blueprint is set, the talent is arriving, and the competition in West Virginia is going to be fierce. Here is what I need from Big Blue right now. 1. Smash that like button if you believe John Harbaugh is the head coach to lead New York back to the playoffs. 2. Drop a comment with your exact record prediction for this upcoming season. Are we winning 8 games, making the wild card, or taking the NFC East title? 3. Subscribe to the channel right now because every new subscriber makes Eagles and Cowboys fans sweat, and we are covering every single update from training camp as it happens. But listen closely because the cliffhanger is right in front of us. Insiders are reporting that Neal is taking first-team reps at guard in early camp drills. But if he falters during live contact practices this week, the front office is already eyeing a trade for an established veteran starter. That decision could happen within the next 48 hours. On top of that, the Philadelphia Eagles just scheduled a workout with a high-profile pass rusher who previously torched New York's offensive line. Which move happens first, a Giants line upgrade or an Eagles pass rush signing? Stay locked, hit subscribe, and let's make the NFC East hear Big Blue roar. See you in the next video.